Hold up your phone, open any luxury brand's product page, and notice something interesting. At first glance, half the items look almost ugly cool. This is intentional. In the luxury space, the more provocative a design feels, the louder it signals status, and status is what converts. Give me 15 minutes and I will hand you 7 psychology-backed CRO tweaks you can implement in a Shopify theme without a single line of custom code. We use this exact playbook to take a high-ticket store from Germany from 1.9% conversion rate to north of 4% in 90 days. Luxury is above all a status game. A study in the Journal of Consumer Research found out that customers rated purposely difficult or weird some products as more desirable when the brand was positioned as premium. That shock factor tells the visitor, only the bold and the affluent dare to wear this. In Shopify terms, make sure each hero image highlights one exaggerated, slightly provocative detail. A giant sculptural buckle, a hyper-contrasting texture, or a signature imperfect stitch, for example. Zoom tight on that detail in the first gallery frame, and in split tests, that single zoom in lifted click-through to checkout buttons by 9%. Now, attitude. Friendly equals familiar, familiar equals ordinary, ordinary kills exclusivity. If your PDP copy is packed with smiley emojis, or if your live chat widget replies with bubbly slang, you're eroding perceived luxury. Instead, you should practice selective aloofness online. Rewrite microcopy in a restrained tone, no exclamation marks, no hey bestie, no hi friend. Delay chatbot greetings to 10 seconds so visitors request help first. And inside Klaviyo, set your post-purchase thank you flow to plain text and possibly ample white space signed only by the creative director's first name. That pause and minimalism hint that the brand is busy crafting excellence, not desperately chasing likes. Tactic 3. Make the merchandise feel physically distant even on a laptop screen. Distance fuels aspiration. Shoot your product portraits from a low angle so the viewer looks up at the item. Then use Shopify's built-in 3D model viewer to let shoppers rotate the piece, but start the default rotation zoomed out. In your homepage video banner, open with a wide aerial shot of the product on a pedestal. Those extra pixels of distance buy you authority. Tests show average dwell time on product galleries rise by 12%. Typography is a silent price tag. Uppercase letters with generous tracking subconsciously echo tall, slender, high society bodies. Switch your heading font to weight 300, add 3 pixels of letter spacing, and capitalize every main navigation label. Beneath those headings, keep body copy light gray, never pitch black. That slight softness tells the eye, luxury print stock, even though it's digital. Our client has tried this overnight without changing images or prices. Their PDP scroll depth jumped. Heat maps showed users lingering 21% longer in the details accordion. Isolation sells. Luxury dies when everyone appears to own it. In product photography, direct models to look away from the camera rather than down at the lens. That gaze past the viewer creates psychological distance. When you implement a review carousel, surface influencer and editorial quotes up front, then tuck everyday user photos behind a see all reviews link. Inside the Dawn theme, use the featured review block to pin a fashion magazine quote with a discrete citation. By elevating authority voices and suppressing mass voices, you preserve exclusivity while still satisfying the trust cues. Craftsmanship is your next lever. Status shoppers want technology, but only if the tech feels subordinate to human touch. On your product page, replace jargon like machine stitched with specifics such as hand stitched in Florence. Each seam requires 200 stitches. Add a show form video, maybe 30 seconds, shot on an iPhone showing that artisan's hands at work. Embed it as the second gallery image and autoplay it without sound. Research shows that in A/B tests, adding that micro documentary raised micro conversion add to cart clicks by 14%. Finally, slow motion, and deliberate pacing. Our brains associate slowness with care and value. In your theme settings, extend image hover zoom from the standard 100 millisecond fade to 300 or even 500. For Shopify hosted videos, shoot at 120 frames per second and render at half speed so fabric folds ripple gracefully. When hero text loads, ease it in over a full second. Yes, this defies the snappy e-commerce rulebook, but we are not selling dropship phone cases. After implementing slower transitions, research shows a 3% uplift in both add to cart rate and reported brand affinity to post-purchase surveys. Let's recap the stack you will deploy this week. First, spotlight one provocative design detail in every hero frame. Second, tone down microcopy and delay chat responses for controlled, aloof vibe. Third, use low-angle photos, wide to close video to build visual distance. Fourth, switch to thin uppercase typography with airy tracking. Fifth, curate social proof so influencers lead and the masses follow quietly. Sixth, film and describe human craftsmanship in obsessive detail. Seventh, slow your animations and video playback just enough to feel deliberate. Implement those 7 levers and your online storefront, yes, purely digital, no marble showroom required, will project the scarcity, status, and story that luxury buyers crave. Expect longer dwell time, higher add to cart clicks, and comfortably higher price ceiling without a cent more ad spend. Subscribe for next week's teardown of a luxury storefront's checkout flow and tell me in the comments which tactic you will test first. Elevate the brand, elevate the conversions. I'll see you in the next video.